kind of is. Yeah, it kind of is. My story's called Soap Soup. And to kind of set the stage for this, you really have to know a little bit about my grandmothers. When it comes to tradition, we'd always spend pretty much every holiday meal at my dad's mom's place, Grandma Marcy. She's tall, she's thin, and any day if you sneak into her house and run your finger along the top of the door sills, you will never find dust. Ever. Behind the TV? Nope. Behind that picture frame downstairs? Nope. Never dust anywhere. Very clean, very neat, very meticulous. And she has this set of dishes. They're black, and they have green kind of ornate markings. They're actually really pretty. They're probably nearly twice as old as I am. She has a service for 12 and has every single piece, not a scratch on them. And every holiday meal we eat with these black dishes with this green kind of 70s ornateness. And she's 90. She just turned 94. And she's still around. She was at my Thanksgiving dinner just the other day in my house. And my other grandma, my grandma Mima, she's 5'0" and mean as spit. She's just terrific. She has long red nails. And she smokes cigarettes and she breaks the filter off. I want the filter. And she smokes the cigarettes. I don't give a damn. And she'll get the hell out of my way. I can't see. So she'll just say whatever she wants to whoever she wants. She's that lady at the Walmart with that little cart, and she'll run over your children. Get out of the way. She does what she wants. So those are my grandmas, and they're just great. And so both of them were at the holiday meal, and I set the table with my Grandma Marcy's plates, and my Grandma Marcy was like, oh, I remember my dishes. This is so nice to see them being used, and she was just so generous about it. And I'm not much of a cook, and certainly not much of a hostess, so it was kind of awkward. I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing. But with some help, I managed to pull off the meal. Now, after the meal is when the traditional part of traditional holiday meals happen. My grandpa in the chair, just passed out. My dad, my husband in his bedroom, he's kids are running around, and the grandmas, they were sitting in the kitchen. They're just like, all right, this is the part where all the women do the dishes. If I sit down, I'm done. I know it. It's like once I sit down, I'm doing this right along with everybody else. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do some dishes. And I was doing these dishes, and my grandmothers were sitting at this bar. It's like this kitchen, and I got this bar, and then I've got the sink, and I did the dishes, and they're coaching me through everything.
Yes.
They're just, get that spot, be sure to, do this and wipe that. And then I finished the dishes. And I had this great big, it's almost like a 5-gallon bucket. It's a stock pot. It's like 4 gallons. Like, seriously, this thing's enormous. And then the turkey carcass is sitting there. Well, get to it. They tell me, get to it. You get the wishbone, says my grandma Marcy. I'm digging. I got my bare hands. I'm digging on this turkey carcass going, this isn't what I do. So I get that dark meat. Oh, yeah, you missed one right there. You got to get your fingers behind there. Dance, puppet, dance, And I don't care about the wishbone. This is purely for the entertainment of my grandmothers. It really has to be. Well, now put the water in there, and I washed this pot because that's where I had made the potatoes, and it was great, and it was huge, and I put away all the leftovers, so I'd wash the pot, and I set it in the sink, and I had forgot to rinse it. I didn't rinse it, so everything was dried, and then they said, well, put the carcass in the pot. I'm like, okay, grandma's okay. And so I put it on my stove, and I put the water in, and then, you need salt, and get the pepper, a little more pepper. Just put a lot in there. And then we had these onions that my mother had soaked in vinegar. Like those long ones that you snack on. And cut up those onions and put it in there. My mom says, she can't do that. They're soaked in vinegar. And Mima said, that's not going to hurt nothing. Nobody's going to taste that. And then my other grandma Marcy, oh no, we'll just put it on our list at the store. We'll go get some onions. I'm like, F this soup. Are you kidding me? I am going to throw this shit out as soon as you leave. So, turn on the stove, and I got the stove going, and then we're visiting and having wine, and it's good. I love spending time with my grandmas and being puppeteered by them. And I look over, and there's bubbles, kind of these rainbow bubbles kind of forming on the soup, and the turkey carcass is in there, and I'm like, yeah. So my grandmas, they're visiting, and they're not paying attention. I was like, I wonder if I should shut this off. Are they going to see this? So I offer them some coffee and some pie. I'm like, coffee and pie, everybody, look at this, coffee and pie, coffee and pie. and then it cools down. And they still think it's cooking, which is great, because they don't need to know about the soup. If you ever see my grandmother's, the soup was great. You all had some. And that's kind of the way that the tradition turned into soap soup.